calorie pump. Check. All right, let's go hit these arms. Starting on what I deem to be one of the best shoulder presses out there. I love this thing. Such a weird feeling to get off work and immediately start working out. Oh yeah. Come on, buddy. Get deeper in that eccentric. There you go. I don't think I've ever tried these handles on this machine. You just went straight for them. That's uncomfortable. Now, how you doing that, boy? Okay. Do you like those handles? Huh? So do you like those handles more than out here? Put it here? Yeah, I go wide. I don't think I can do it. Like I'm doing dumbbells. I think I would have to go really light on it. Really? I feel like it's the opposite for me. Like I could go heavier there. And what? That's weird. Yeah. This guy's saying the wider grip feels too heavy for him. I mean, everybody's different, so. It's also, you're not switching the seat. I have it where I would want to start for this. So maybe being out here helps a little bit for you from this height. It might help if you click the seat down once or twice. Oof. 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 Oh yeah, love this machine. Whew. All right. Last set of these. Oof. 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 Oh yeah. set these up for some cable curls. I think that'd be pretty freaking good. Those feel amazing. So here's my thought process for this. I'm starting here on body weight dips. Yesterday was chest day, so our chest is definitely going to play into how hard these are and how fatigued we're going to get from them. Triceps are already pre-exhausted from yesterday, and plus doing shoulder presses already. So just a combination of hitting shoulder presses and yesterday chest day, there is some tricep fatigue. So we'll hit at least 2 sets of these, and maybe 3. But as we get more fatigued and can't get that many body weight, we're gonna go in and hit the machine instead for the other sets. It'll be almost a drop set. Start here for body weight and then go in there and use the dip machine for whatever weight you can do. Oh yeah. Oh, you can't beat bodyweight dips sometimes. So much left feel wrong to move on from these after 2 sets high on the machine. It is 4 sets of triceps. All right. These two machines are very different, yet practically the same. So this shoulder machine feels a lot different. There's more stabilization going on because each handle has a individual pulley going to it, which causes it to shake. You're able to do it both single arm or both. So it very much simulates using dumbbells. So the plan here, like in there, where I went heavy, is to go slow and control needle lighter. So start here and see how it feels. Oh. A little heavier. That was challenging. I got burnt going. I love how on the one in there you first grip and I prefer the wide. And on this one you're using the wide, I'm using the close.
It feels better, yeah, doing it that other way.
Let's go close until I get. All right. What I really love about that last machine is that with that different handle setting, is you can hit anal front delt and anal side delt with that press, but it becomes anal more front delt targeting. All right. Oh, oh yeah. All right. Ooh, this machine could feel a little better. Oh, I hate it. I wouldn't say that I preferred the purple version over this one. I'd say they're about even. But they each have distinct things about the motion that I don't like as much as, say, the one at Stelville or Cuba. But it's still a good bicep curl nonetheless. I don't know, the angle of the bench could be better, I guess. Something off about it where in order to actually get a full contraction, I gotta lean off of it to get my arms back. But other than that, it's a good machine. Get a good pump, so that's all that matters. It's one of those things, I don't know if the machine would feel better if I stood up and leaned over it. Get it more under my, I don't know. Say sitting on it kind of doesn't feel 100%. I definitely prefer Cubas or Stovos over it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So that felt a lot better. Just leaning over the seat so I can get my arms fully over it. That felt fantastic. Ooh, still a good machine, but that felt a lot better. I'm a sneaky sort of a snack. People on the internet probably haven't heard that in years. I don't think I've even ever seen the original video. I just know the audio, the sound clip. Ooh. That's pretty freaking good. Moving on. All right, and straight from there to this beaut of a machine keep the bicep pump going. Oh, oh yeah. Come on, buddy. Good set. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. 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 All right. Let's get back into some triceps. Ooh. All right. So maybe this is where you start to question my training philosophy. We're gonna do easy curl bar push downs, superset into a single arm cable kickback. Oh, oh yeah. All right. Walk into Brandon's mirror on him. Okay. Oh. I would jokingly call myself a sweeper build, but the only thing I build in my sweep is more fat because I keep going to the fridge when I wake up in the middle of the night. All right. Ooh. Oh man. One more of those. Oh man. This is a fantastic superset. We're gonna end with a superset after this that I think will be just as great. Ooh. Oh man. Let's move on. All right, we got the penultimate, or no, that's the wrong word. We got the Conde de Gras, the piece of resistance here. Like I said, we're gonna finish on superset. We're gonna do just traditional bicep curls, superset into skull crushers. Oh yeah, gets the heart racing, gets blood in those arms. No complaints here. Oh, ooh, not too much time has passed between sets here. I'm just gonna talk between sets. That is a phenomenal pump. Like, this superset has blood throughout my entire arm right now. Even you'll be able to forearm pump too from gripping it, because I'm trying to do where you stand and keep it out ahead of you during the curl. Like I'm wearing an arm blaster to keep the tension in the biceps the entire time. So, but that does give me a little bit of a forearm pump trying to hold it out there like that. All right, enough yapping. More curling. Ooh, they are burning. A few more of those. We'll be out of here. All right. Oh man. Ooh. Ooh. All the blood in my body is in my arms right now. Ooh. It feels fantastic. Oh man. Alright. Last set of these I'm not even gonna try to do. Out in front of the body like I'm using the arm blaster. We're just gonna hit some curls till failure. And then take the skull crushers till failure. And we'll call it good. All right, we did a pre-workout pump check. We'll do a post-workout pump check. I think there's too much blood in my arms now. May look at crap to you, but it looks pretty good to me. All right, guys, just like that, one heck of an arm workout is complete. That was phenomenal. I know I said it'd be a little more shoulder focused, but I guess I got to keep in mind we are doing rear delts on back day now. So, hit 2 rear delt exercises on back and then hit free shoulder exercises today. So that's 5 exercises between the free heads of the shoulder. So I think that's more than enough for the week. So that's about as shoulder focused as that arm day could be if I just completely taking away from getting any bicep or tricep work done. So let's see. When we normally do a shoulder focus day, we typically end up with 1 or 2 rear delt focused exercises, 1 or 2 variations of press. It just depends, and a lateral raise, if not 2 variations of lateral raises. So even when we do a shoulder focused day, we're in the realm of 5 to 6 exercises. So technically, the shoulders are getting the same amount of work, just divvied up between 2 separate days. So I am perfectly fine with that. So I guess shoulder focus just wasn't the right words, but definitely a little more shoulder focused than last arm day where we only did 2 exercises and let them be. And I forgot to have us hit any rear delt on back day. It just completely slipped my mind last rotation. So they got proper love in this rotation, and I got to just remember to do that. So at least for now, while we're training like this again in a bro sprint, when we go back to more of a it's almost a push-pull leg split, but not quite. But I guess you could consider it a push-pull, or I guess a pull-push shoulder legs, because all our pulling would be bicep and back, or for the most part. All our pushing would be our tricep and our chest, and then a shoulder day, and then a leg day. So obviously if we did push-pull legs, we would just add rear delts into the back by day to the pull day. Or sorry, yes. Or no, they would stay on push, wouldn't they? You're pushing back. But and then add normal shoulders into your push day, the chest try. But I don't know, I've never been a big fan of push-pull legs. Maybe it's because I just don't like taking days off. It's not for me. So this style of training is perfect. because everything's getting hit twice within within a week, at least within 7 days of each other. Typically, let's see. The point is, everything's getting trained twice a week, which is like that bare minimum. Like, that's what you're supposed to be aiming for. If you do push pull legs, typically you'd add a day or two in between as a break. So most people would do like push pull legs day off, push pull legs day off, or some people might take 2 days off, right? So that's just not for me. Missing the gym isn't for me, because this is, it's for my mental health, it's for my physical health. If I miss, I feel like I'm going to lose my mind. Like, I felt like I didn't accomplish anything that day. I'm in a bad mental headspace. I feel like crap. The gym truly is my happiness and my happy place. And maybe that sounds sad, but it's just what it is. It brings joy to my life, and it brings purpose. And training to be on the stage next year during the summer Shredathon gives me a goal to work towards, which only gives it more purpose and helps me enjoy it more, and helps me push harder too, because I want to actually make it to the stage, and I want to do good on the stage. I don't want to bring a less than the best I could. I don't want it to be half, what word I'm thinking of. I wanna get on that stage and people be like, holy crap, that guy used to be 300 pounds. Holy crap, that guy used to be 250 during COVID, or I guess in 2021, mid 2020 to 2021, 250. This guy made it. Has worked his rear end off, and look what he's achieved. Kind of like with doing the updates once in a while on arm day, because I did the same thing last arm day. Filmed a few arm poses before the pump and after the pump. Because one, you guys are seeing like, okay, when he's lean enough right now that without the pump you can see like some definition. You can see the horseshoe. You can see, just these tinges of definition. Like, he's lost enough weight to have that. And I want you guys to continue to see more definition. And then it almost helps you guys get a good idea of how good the pump was and how hard I pushed, when the definition you could see before the workout is gone after the workout. My arms are just too I can't speak today. Oh my god. I'm having a stroke, guys. Guys, someone help. The names Bond, James, if you know the meme, send the bondulance. But yeah, having stonk. But the pump was just too good. My arms are too full of blood. God, I don't know why trying to say two kept getting me there. It's the second number if you're counting, stupid. And it's also just a very simple word. Legitimately just had a stroke. Ooh, must run in the family. But it's a very poor joke. But no, great arm workout for sure. And the beauty of that superset was not just that I got a lot of blood in the triceps and the biceps there at the end. It's not just that I got my heart going from such an intense superset, but also your wrist having to brace itself for the curl and then brace itself against the weight for the skull crusher meant that I had a fantastic forearm pump. One of the hardest things of that superset was legitimately, as I got to the end of the superset, was trying to keep my grip on and not give in to how pumped my forearms were and letting go, so I could get to failure on those skull crushers. It was fantastic. And me and Brandon were talking about how much we loved that superset. So we're going to go ahead and probably do those that superset as a finisher probably every other arm day, if not just more often, right? It was in my head. We're doing that superset for triceps, and I was like, you know what? I want to finish with a superset. I want us to do one more bi and one more tri exercise. What would be more perfect than just setting up a bench and grabbing a barbell that you can do both exercises with pretty comfortably? And so what I did is those first two and for half of the third set during curls, I kept my arm out because I can curl a 70 to 80 pound barbell if I just do traditional. So if I put my arms out and force myself to keep distance between my body and the barbell at the end of the motion, like I'm wearing a arm blaster. Well, now I'm making that weight heavier and harder to fight against. Like, so much harder to control that when you're holding it out like that, because now you got to stabilize a little bit with your front delt. It's putting all that tension in your bicep. There's no break when you get to the bottom of that motion at all. That's created when you let it come down right in front of your body. And so I figured I'd do that for as long as my body would let me. And by the time I was halfway down with that third set, there was no more holding it that way. It was just time for pounding out some traditional bicep curls, letting it come down in front of the body, and getting just a slight break at the end of each set or each rep. But and then I didn't even try on that fourth set. That was just all, let's just freaking rep out some curls and get a nasty pump, and that was phenomenal. So, and skull crushers. I mean, I went from someone who hated with a passion skull crushers, but I also used to do them the way you see most people do them, with like an easy curl bar and a flat bench, and you lay down and you bring it down like right here, like above your head, and you wrap out some skull crushers. And that always hurt my wrist. It always hurt my elbows. I could never find a good distance between my arms, like shoulder width, maybe a little closer, maybe a little wide. Nothing I did ever seemed to help with that shoulder pain or the elbow pain or the wrist pain. Like, it just hurt everything. It was a very uncomfortable movement for me. And one day at Cuba's gym, me and Brandon set up a decline bench up to a easy curl bar on the cables. And we haven't done that movement in a while, but we laid back on the decline and you put the cable, just perfect where it's almost out of reach. So you got to grab it and pull it towards you. But we'd hit skull crushers that way. And it was one of the first times I was over like, man, this doesn't hurt. So it made me think about starting to experiment with how I hit skull crushers. And that's what led me to discovering that hitting them with a straight bar with a incline is perfect. So the same incline that we use for incline press, whether it be, I don't know if we set the 30 or 45. I can never remember until I'm setting it up. It's always just an eyeball thing. I think that's most people. If you're sitting there on camera and you can look right at the bench, it's so easy to be like, yeah, you set the bench to 45. But yeah, when I'm trying to think, I want to say it's 30. I don't want to say it's 45, but I could be wrong. But 1 to 2, and hitting those skull crushers. It also helps me that sitting on that decline, bringing my head just a little past the end of the bench to get deeper and like further back comfortably. So I get like a full range of motion. And the only bad thing about that is once or twice I have actually gotten stuck where I couldn't at least get a little bit and then get it back over, and got stuck in the bottom of the motion and just had to drop it. But if you don't like skull crushers, I would greatly recommend, I would employ you to try experimenting with your seat, bench position, with what kind of handles you're using, all of the above, to see if that is more comfortable for you or not. Because for the longest time, skull crushers was something that was not in my arsenal for triceps. I'm gonna stroke again. But I would say that between push downs because pushdowns were like my main bread and butter for growing my triceps for a long time. And I would say that pushdowns is one of the best exercises to grow your triceps. But I would argue that skull crushers is just as good, if not a tinge better. I feel like my triceps have really blown up finally being able to add skull crushers into the arsenal. And so that's the thing, really, is it's like I didn't start having these tricep pumps where I can't see definition in my tricep at the end of the workout until I was able to add skull crushers back in. When I was doing like single arm extensions, rope extensions, push downs, reverse grip push downs or extensions, whatever you want to call them, all of that, I'd get at the end of the workout and you could still see about the same definition. But I mean, it was a little sharper because there was a pump in my arm. But now it's like I get a pump and there's so much blood, it erases the definition. Like, there's just something about skull crushers, especially again with that angle on the bench, being able to get as far back as I do, that just gives me the best arm pump. So, if skull crushers aren't for you, if you think they aren't for you, if they normally aren't for you, please hear me out, because I know a year or two ago, I wouldn't have heard me out either. I would have been like, nah, man, skull crushers aren't for me. Hurts all my joints, hurts my wrist. I ain't screwing my stuff up trying to hit a heavy skull crusher or even a moderate weight skull crusher. And then one day, I happened to just find what worked for me, and it was great. So I greatly implore you to do the same. And I'm going to go buy a diet soda because I want to. A fountain drink just sounds phenomenal right now. A good, crisp fountain drink. I don't know if it'll be a diet Dr. Pepper or a diet Mountain Dew, but something about a fountain drink diet soda just hits different than a can, even though I still have a few cans of diet soda at home. But I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to go home and, say it with me now, eat some chicken breast. You guys have been hearing that a lot lately. Diet soda and chicken breast has been the order on the menu for the past 3 or 4 days now. And don't don't break it if it. What is the phrase? My brain just don't fix it if it ain't broken. Gosh, I really am having a stroke today, guys. But gonna go grab this soda. If you guys live in Missouri, then you know that if the Cardinals score 6, it's 60-cent drinks, fountain drinks, any size. And during the month of August, they're doing a throwback. Back when I was a kid, it was 25 cents if they did it. So right now, these are 25-cent fountain drinks, any size. So why would I drink my cans of soda at home if I can come by for the same price of, or for way less than buying like a can of soda out of like a vending machine? Why wouldn't I come grab a fountain drink, have more soda? That be what I drink tonight with my dinner instead of like 2 cans of Diet Pop, and save those cans for another night to drink and make them last longer until the next payday. Now, don't let me forget. Comment down below. Do not forget to film a grocery haul for us. Hey, please harass me. This is one of the only times I'm going to give you, the people of the internet, permission to harass me. But please remind me, when I get paid Wednesday, we're filming a grocery haul. Even if I look like the biggest idiot in all of Missouri for being the only person to ever film himself in a grocery store, we're going to do it. We're going to try. If I get in trouble, I mean, we're going to stop filming. But the idea will be just to put the camera off where hopefully it's not too noticeable. And then the mics aren't horribly noticeable, but hopefully by then we have a new phone, which means a new camera, which means using the new mics. So maybe we will accidentally be pretty blatantly obvious, because that's going to be a whole pizza box sitting on my chest. But they're about yay big. They're not much bigger than these, but they're square, not the small yellow rectangle. So I figure it's going to give itself away just a little bit more. Anyways, I promised I'd stop yapping. So I'm going to try to keep that promise. So again, I'm going to go buy this drink and enjoy it and some chicken breast. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when we hit a quad focused leg day.